Hey guys, we're going to take a look at the orange TH30. For me, it's a good amp, but not a great amp. There's some flaws with this amp that I'm going to have to just live with because I really like the other things about the amp. So it's kind of like a trade-off. Because I'm probably going to keep this amp for quite some time. If you've been watching my channel, you notice I cycle through amps quite a bit. The ladies stuck around for a while, and this one probably will also stick around for a while. But now, back to the amp. What you get two channels. You get a clean and you get a dirty channel. The clean channel is a bass and treble and volume. Your dirty channel is a gain, a volume, and a shape knob. Well, the shape knob is a little strange if you ask me. The way it works, it's like a one knob tone knob. You roll it up, you get scooped mids. You roll it down and you get scooped highs and lows. Like it boosts the mids but kind of also cuts back the highs and lows. Well, let me just show you. Okay, we got the gain kind of low right now. I have the shape knob about 3/4 of the way up. And I'm just going to chug on an E and I'll roll it down and you will hear like the bass and the highs disappear. And it's just kind of like all mids. Almost like an old transistor radio type sound if you ask me. So for me there's a very short window where I like to use it, which is around halfway to about 3/4 of the way up. Like we're almost halfway now and I'm starting to really like the tone. Now this amp, you do get an effects loop, so I guess I could get an EQ pedal, put it in the loop, and kind of do my EQ adjustments that way. Which is not a bad way to go about it. You also get a full power and a half power mode, so we're in full power mode now. Now we're in half power. Now on the back you also get a switch to go from 4 to 2 output tube, so you cut down the volume anymore. It's kind of like, it's probably like their precursor to the headroom bedroom type amps. They may do the same thing. I'm not sure. If you could leave a comment down below, let me know. Is the headroom bedroom switch doing the same thing, just cutting the output tubes? So let's do that now. Alright, now we've cut it down to 2 tubes. Go back to full power mode. We're going to bring the output tubes back up. We now have all 4 output tubes again. So you can tell there's a wide range of volume usage with this amp for different situations: stage, bedroom, jam room, whatever. I have the volume on the dirty channel about 3/4 of the way up. Now I got the gain practically off, and see what it does as we go through the gain stages. lot of noise, but it's also pretty fuzzy, and that's kind of cool. Pretty decent sustain when you get the gain up like that too. Alright, so now we're going to switch to the clean channel. Now we're in the clean channel. I have the volume on the clean about 1/4, the bass is a little over half, and the treble is almost 3/4. Bad note. Now say you want to roll the highs back some. Rolling it back, you kind of get rid of some of that chimey vox type flavor. Let's roll the bass all the way up. Let's bring the treble back to about halfway. Treble and bass all the way up on the clean channel. We're going to take the treble and bass about halfway, and the volume on the clean channel is now about halfway up. Bring the treble back and the bass up a little bit. Bring the treble back up some. So it does a really good breakup tone, better than the Laney if you ask me. See, the Laney, when it breaks up, the breakup sits above the note. Like you have two signals going through. There's the breakup signal, then there's the actual note that you're playing signal, if that makes sense. This one, they're blended in together. It sounds like one signal. Like you hear that fizz on the Laney that sits. It's really far apart. It's hard to explain. I'd have to do a side-by-side comparison. I could do that if you wanted me to. Now I'm going to take the gain up about 3/4. Bring the bass down to about halfway up the treble a little bit. Gain all the way up on the clean channel. max the treble and bass on that. Like you get a really good kind of like indie rock sort of tone right there. Now let's throw a big muff on that. Alright, and for me that's the other downfall with this amp is the way it takes pedals. When you're on the clean channel, I really don't like the way most pedals react. A big muff reacts pretty cool with it because we have the volume now back below halfway. Now we're going to try the Wampler Plexi Drive. Like for me, it always kind of sounds like the amp's kind of like blowing up, even when you're relatively clean. Like right now, we're pretty clean. But being a 30-watt amp, I guess it kind of overloads the circuit. When you try to do it that way, the Laney handles pedals a lot better, in my opinion. I could do like a cross shootout between that one day. But using this as a 2-channel amp, there's no built-in reverb. There is a killer effects loop, so you could run modulations, reverb into the effects loop, different power staging, so you get different volume levels for different situations. 2-band EQ for the clean, kind of strange shaped knob for the dirty channel. Overall, not a bad amp, not a legendary amp either, but if you're looking for a solid orange amp that you can get into at a cheapish budget, this might be a way to go, because rock reverbs are what, $2,100 now, the new ones. But then that comes down to, you can get an old rock reverb, a used rock reverb, for probably less than you're going to pay for one of these new. But when you factor in that, you're going to get one of these less than you're going to get a used rock reverb. So if you are looking for more functionality, maybe go the rock reverb route. If you're looking for an amp that does a few things really well, that it's like a set and forget type deal, not a lot of features but killer tone, maybe check out the TH3O. Like I said, this amp's probably going to stick around for a while, just like that Laney. That Laney's been here for a longer time. You know, I've went through a lot of amps. So I hope I did a good job of pointing out what this amp does well and where I feel like it lacks. And if I did, please like and subscribe so that I can do more videos like this in the future. And I'll check you guys next time.